right, we're back with Linda Runyon. Linda.
George, I was just going over something that you brought up last week, and it was another thing that I did not do properly. And that's when we send you as a company, you could get all singular things from us, books and cards and a 3-hour DVD and that kind of thing. But when you go on the website, you would see the whole enchilada package. And last week I stumbled around on it because I didn't have it actually printed out in front of me here. I wanted just to say it quickly. There are 6 books in that. They're all 6 books that I've written and a 3-hour DVD and the survival cards that are with the military outfits, etc., and 2 note card packs. They're the drawings and stuff I've had a lot of fun doing for my different books. And there's a perfect drying rack pattern for even a very wealthy home, not just the screens and cardboard boxes I used over the years, something that would be permanently installed in your home. So 6 books, DVD cards, 2 note cards, drying rack pattern, and catalogs. But why I'm saying this now, I would send you, if you mailed to me for this, then I could send you all 5 things. We have all George's shows that he's ever let me do. He has a fiche on the computer. If you use the computer, you can go on George's website and he can tell you about it. And on that fiche that he tells you how to get on it, it'll have 70 or so radio shows by date. And we have a student that, God bless her, she took every single one of them, went through every single one, and printed out exactly which ones were mine, and then printed out the subject matter so that you can, as a new listener now, you can get all of those things from me through the mail.
And of course, Linda's website is ofthefield.com. That's OFTHEFIELD.com. So you can get that information of the dates for the shows on Linda's website and also order the whole enchilada. I would strongly recommend you get that because the information is supplemental and also complimentary. In other words, the DVD complements the book and the cards, etc. So it all works together, and it's been carefully thought out. Linda, you mentioned as we were going into the break when I added the caveat to in today's world to make sure that it's organic cornbread. You mentioned Choya cornbread with Willie Whitefeather.
I did. Because we always bought organic. Of course, we use the Arizona health food shops. There's many of them in the valley, and we use them all the time. And where I am now, I would use Vineland. Wherever you are, you have a wonderful place that is specialized in organic foods and organic things. So that's what you want to shop in once a month. Go and get your organic things ahead of time. And this way you help to support them and you have the proper thing for yourself. And as far as expense goes, over the years we have really found out that it is just not worth it to cut corners. Organic is always better, always. And there's just, in my mind, when you're in that groove of going to the health food shop and getting the organic, you're in the groove that we need to stay in. We really do. And, of course, everything proves that out in every headline of every paper every day. So wild food is 100% pure. And I have to stop kids that come over here. Yesterday I had a bunch of them, and I got to stop them and tell them to go inside and wash the things. They will wolf down different things. Kids that I know have gotten so used to eating dandelion flowers, and different things. They eat them just like they're candy, and which is what they are, and to them, and should be. But do tell them to wash it first, okay? Lots of little rules, but all of them printed in everything that we have, and the coloring book goes for just that kind of thing and how to train your child. Now let's get back to the prickly pear. Let's get back to the difference between the prickly pear and the no polys. George, you and I talked about this a lot of times, and I did quite a bit of research. Now, the prickly pear is what's in my field guides, because that prickly pear is found in most countries now. It's even all in the center islands of the Garden State Parkway up here in New Jersey. And prickly pear just can grow anywhere at this point because of our influx of heat. And I can expect a lot more of it growing, too. So this is a good thing for me because I have more food. Prickly pear is a hardier, very hardy, tough wild food found all over Sonoran deserts and now in most states. So it has a flower that's completely edible. It has, of course, the needles and the little glockets, we call them, that are full of those little hairs. And our instructions in our books here will tell you how to lay it down flat like it were a big pepper and how to skin those glockets off. Of course, you need to get a pair of tongs now if you're going to start using cactus. And the very first thing before I even bring it home is to poke it and be sure it's not too salty, because in the ground it can pull up salt very heavily, especially in the desert areas. Around here, I notice it doesn't, which is wonderful because it's growing in basic dirt and some sand. And so it's wonderful. It's not getting as salty as I had that problem out there on the desert. And I scrape off the prickly things on a breadboard, and we'll show you exactly how to do it. And I won't go over it in detail right now, but you'll figure it out. It's really easy. And I cut the edges of the pad off first. If you do that, if you go in about 1/8 of an inch and cut those edges off, it's a lot easier to lift that skin up with the knife, you know. You just sort of like lift it up and keep moving with your knife. Turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. And what you end up with is something you can handle. You can wash it under the faucet. It is so easy to cube, and this is what Willie used in his cactus cornbread. Now, the nopalitos are what now sell in our stores. You can buy them in most grocery stores. The nopal, I almost fell over it when I first saw them years ago. When they first came out, it was wonderful. And now, of course, the Mexican population this is one of their main wild foods. But it's not quite as wild. It's going wild. But it's something that was hybrid from a prickly pear. And it grows as high as fences, higher than fences. It's growing wild now in almost every backyard of Arizona there. And Mexico, they have had it as a food for I don't know how many years. And they use it in just about every way possible. I can't begin to tell you. It's everything from hair rinse to ice cream. Honestly, nopali's tacos, nopali's ice cream. I have a list of what it's used for.
Not to mention salsa. We'll be back right after the break with Linda Runyon.